Hello there. This is a continuation of the last video, and I talked about trying to mount a motor up here so it can be self-contained so I didn't have to adapt this to a machine. And I talked about these rails I was going to put on here, and I went ahead and fabricated something, and I just wanted to give you an update on what I was doing here. So this is the original rail here, and the cross member and the rail on the other side. So what I did was I added these tubes in here, and they act as spacers. And the reason I had to space this out because I got the encoder that goes in here, or the potentiometer. So I needed some room in there. Plus I wanted the spindle, I wanted to come all the way over here on this side and the other side. So the rail that bounced the spindle has to exceed this point, so it's got to come out. Well, I made it this far, thinking the spindle will at least come out to here. Of course, you can make it as wide as you want, but I figured that this area here is far enough. So I made these tubes. Well, I didn't make the tubes, I just cut them. They're aluminum tubes, ID and OD. They weren't solid. And what I did was I made these little round discs that mount to the side here, and they mount on the inside of this plate, which is what these two holes are for, and the center hole. And that keeps it from moving up and down and back and forth. And the round part adds stability to keep it from rotating. So I bought some linear rails, and I mounted this plate with the linear rail here. Now I have tape on here because I have this plastic piece in here, and I don't want that piece to come out, or else those little balls will come out. And I mounted a piece under here, this piece here, which is the same piece as this piece. This is for the other side, and this is going to mount the ball screw. Now but I mounted the rails mount here, and what I'm thinking now is that all the weight of this unit is going to be on the top side of that rail, and the bottom side of that rail is basically going to float. So it's really not going to do anything. So what I need to do is I need to take this rail, and I need to mount it this way. Instead of this way, it needs to be this way, so that the balls are riding on both sides of the rail. Now I have this is a little paper that off of eBay. They have these dimensions when you buy the rail. So you see how the rail, when it's mounted like this, the balls contact this side and this side. But if it's up like this, like I have it, they basically only contact this one side. Even though they're contacting the other side, I still think that this side on the bottom is not really making full contact. So the rail needs to be mounted like that, so that the V in this block is capturing the balls and putting even pressure on both sides of the rail. So I gotta take this and I gotta mount it this way. So I'm thinking I'll just get some angle aluminum and replace this plate with angle aluminum, and then I'll have to have another piece of angle aluminum on the bottom side to mount the rail so that this piece will be up here, then the rail will be on the bottom, so all the weight of this unit will be equally between these two ball rails. Anyway, there was going to be a block here and a block here. Ball screw on the side. I can't mount it in the middle. I'd like to mount it in the middle, but there's not enough travel room to mount it in the middle, so I got to mount it on the side because this unit's got to travel. But if the spindle's here, it's got to travel all the way over to here, so this unit's got to slide that way. And if I mount the ball screw here, it would hit that, so I can't do that. But I'll show you what this looks like on the other side. So I have these holes here, and then these mount here like that. Oh, good thing I got extras. But they mount there, and that locates that cylinder, like I said. And the same thing here. They're mounted on the inside of here and on the outside of here to hold that cylinder in place. But and then, like I said, this piece here mounts underneath here to capture that ball screw. But that's pretty much as far as I got right now. And just wanted to show that to you. But that's what I was planning on doing. All right. Talk to you later. Bye.